Shavua Tov Mevorach, Monday, the 9th of Elul, the 9th of September, the Lighthouse Torah Project live video feed dedicated Le'ilui Nishmat, Deborah Feige Bat Shemuel, and Orash Deborah Bat Shemuel, as well as Le'ilui Nishmat, Le'ah Bat Yosef, and Esther Rivka Bat Abraham. Additionally, this is sponsored for the Refuah Shelema of Menachem Mendel Ben Sarah Basha and Hannah Bat Shani. The iTorah.com live audio recording, sponsored for the Shidduchim of Nehamadina Bat Hanabatia, Sarah Simcha Bat Sofi, Rachel Penina Bat Jenny, and Eliyahu Haim Ben Esther. What can I say? How can I start today's class without sharing with our Kahal Kadosh the magnificent night that we had yesterday here, celebrating the grand opening of the Ezra Franco Sephardic Kollel. Baruch Hashem, it wasn't an easy task, but Baruch Hashem, after a year of planning, Borei Olam blessed us with a great opportunity to bring the community at large to the next level of spiritual growth and development. We were graced, I believe, by the presence of Rabbi Eli Mansour, that we say openly to him, thank you, Rabbi, for coming and to give us such a words of hizuk and encouragement to the Franco family, to our president, to the committee members, and everyone involved in this creation of a program that is geared in part to help the Kahal Kadosh to expand the learning opportunities, as we heard so eloquently from my dear friend Rabbi Eli, that without the learning of Torah, Am Israel cannot survive. And that was one of the reasons why throughout history there were many threats against Torah learning and against the books of Torah. Why? Because the books of Torah, in a way, with the learning, with the teachings of the Hachamim, is what truly keeps us connected to the past, to the present, and obviously to set up for the future as well. Since this class is being recorded live, and Baruch Hashem, we have a very varied audience, if it's on the world of the vision, of video, or if it's in the world of iTorah.com that records these classes daily and get distributed to thousands of people. And Baruch Hashem, we also have our distribution system via WhatsApp and via email from the Edmond J. Safra Synagogue. I'd like to take a short few moments to go over the schedule of the Kollel, because I think it's important that the Kahal at large should be aware of the opportunities given to the Kahal Kadosh. So the Kollel has a great Rosh Kollel who recently moved from Chicago, Diane Friedman, who very active in the community there and comes with the highest recommendation, well versed in all the segments of the Shulchan Aruch, besides having a great personality and a tremendous amount of humility. We also have 6 full-time Avrechim and 6 part-time Avrechim. On top of that, we have 3 more on a waiting list, wanting to come and to be part of this program. So Baruch Hashem, the students are here, the program is here. Each student must devote between 2 to 3 hours a day, between the morning and the evening, to learn with members of the Kahal. So whatever topic you want, whatever language you want, I think we can offer English, Spanish, Hebrew, and French. If you need Yiddish, you have to learn with me. If you want Arabic, you got to learn with him. If you want Bukharian or Russian, we have the Ukrainian ambassador with us here today, learning every day, actually from Bukhara, that is with us visiting today. And Baruch Hashem, the opportunities are here. This is besides the rabbinical track that usually takes place from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We are implementing a Mincha Gedolah, an early Mincha at 2:45 Monday through Thursday, and Arvit Monday through Thursday at 9 o'clock. So Baruch Hashem, we are providing a lot of opportunities that even though till now we were giving Torah classes, and we are giving, I myself give 3 or 4 classes a day, now Be'ezat Hashem, you're going to have many more opportunities and a convenient time that is suitable for the Kahal. So Be'ezat Hashem, as the great Chief Rabbi of Israel wrote me a letter, as well as Rabbi Shlomo Amar, and it says, don't call the city Aventura, but call the city Aventura, a place, the solid rock of the Torah. I have the letter. If you go to my pulpit, if you go where I sit, you'll see the letter. Bring it to me, and I'll show it to you. He writes, Aventura. Aventura. He said, no Aventura. He said, Rabbi, Aventura. Aleph, Vav, Vav, Nun, Tet, Vav. I'm trying to think. He says, forget about it. Aventura. So, Be'ezat Hashem, we need to be, first of all, I should have said this in the beginning, but you know me already. It's in my mind that definitely we need to express our gratitude to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to enable each and every one of us to be able to witness this historical moment for the Edmond J. Safra Synagogue in Aventura, or in Tenbury, Florida, the way many people call it. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, she'akol nihiya bidbaro. I'm not telling you not to stay for my class. But if you go now to the second floor Midrash, you're going to see probably 6 different tables with different shiurim, different topics, different levels. I'm not unhappy if you go to the second floor Midrash. Thank God, happiness is part of my personality, and at the end of the day, the whole idea is that a person is able to learn. You know, there is no competition when it comes to Torah. And if there is competition, it's only to increase Torah learning, as Shlomo HaMelech writes, Kin'at Sofrim Tarbe Chokhmah. The competition, so to speak, among the Hachamim is what increase and brings wisdom into Am Israel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let me share with you 2 great letters that I received from Israel in honor of this special occasion. This is number 1, the Chief Rabbi of Israel. You can see it with the signature, and you can see it from Hacham Shlomo Amar. You see it? So I'm going to read Chief Rabbi Amar because that was the first one that arrived. It says, he gives the accolades to the rabbi, means the speaker. I'm going to skip that today. Also blessing the president and blessing the entire congregation. And he wrote, Even Torah. Even, right there. Even Torah. No Aventura. Even Torah. Okay? Even Torah. And it says, how much happiness penetrated into my heart by hearing the great news that with Hashem's kindness upon all of you, you had the privilege and the merit of establishing a rabbinical seminary of Talmidei Hachamim, diligent in their toiling for Torah, and each and every one of them known as people of Irat Shamayim and great spiritual behavior, above and beyond their great Torah knowledge. And you, with great devotion and dedication, decided to merge the greatness of their young rabbinical fellows with the members of your Kahal. And in my eyes, this is the stone of foundation to elevate the synagogue to higher spiritual heights, because from the spiritual growth also comes the blessing in physical and financial matters. May everyone be blessed with longevity, with years of health and great satisfaction. Shlomo Moshe Amar, Rishon LeZion, Chief Rabbi of the Holy City of Yerushalayim. The Chief Rabbi of Israel, he also begins with a lot of titles, about the rabbi, which we'll skip, and he says, "Great peace upon you. I became very happy to hear on the establishment in your holy congregation a special place of Torah learning, not only for their professional and rabbinical development, God-fearing holy students, but also teachers of Torah to the Kahal. In my eyes, this is a key aspect when it comes to Torah learning." And it says, he quotes the Gemara, and it says, "Tekef letalmidei hachamim beracha." Connect yourself to the hachamim, and that will bring you blessing. And I, humbly, he says, he's the chief rabbi of Israel, I bless my blessing to every one of the committee members that under the leadership of your rabbi, they understand the idea of establishing and supporting a beautiful place of Torah, the way many congregations do. And from this example of you in Miami, may every congregation in the four corners of the world may clone this magnificent program. Torah is our life. Torah is our survival. Torah is the menu for the daytime and for the nighttime. The Torah is the tree of life for those that hold the Torah and those who support the Torah. And may this great zechut bring upon the Kahal peace of mind, tranquility, protection, and everyone be blessed in all their endeavors with long life, with happy life, with Torah and success surrounding each and every one of us. This is the Chief Rabbi of Israel, Hacham Ishak Yosef. You're welcome to read the letter. It's in Hebrew. Pass it around if you like to. I'll continue talking, and then you continue eating, and you continue reading, and you just listen. Because I see that you already finished eating, you finished reading, and now you're going to listen. But, you know, I saw many people yesterday night that were smiling in the class. Because if you remember, towards the end of the class, the great Rabbi Mansour, throw in a curveball, and he says, you know, there are those who learn Tomer Devorah. And I knew that he was referring to all of us, because he gets my recording through iTorah platform, and he sees every day the message of the day. So I'm very thankful that he brought it up. And I like to, perhaps in an abridged version, to make up for yesterday message and try to start at least today's message. Due to the day of Shabbat, we had to be one day behind, but Be'ezat Hashem, we're going to catch up very, very soon. So we know that there are two particular midot how Borei Olam runs the world. One pasuk says, Titen emet leYaakov. The truth belongs to Yaakov. And the Hesed to Abraham. Kindness to Abraham Avinu. What's the difference between emet and kindness? Emet can be connected to a certain way to judgment. Because if emet means the truth, why should I give you something that you don't deserve? Emet means reward and punishment accordingly. But thank God, the pasuk says, Hesed leAvraham. You know why Hashem bestowed upon us kindness? Because of the merit of Abraham Avinu. And I say this, and it says as follows. When it comes to the behavior of a Jew, there are many different levels, and we understand that, and we respect that. Each person accordingly. But we need to understand one basic fact. The word Yaakov comes from the word Ekev. Ekev means heel. And the word Israel comes from the word Sari El. Yashar Kel. What's the difference? Yaakov refers to the lowest part of the human body. We discussed this topic a few weeks ago, Perashat Ekev. And Israel refers to the highest level of Am Israel that will be the time that Mashiach will come. And it says, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, even though that it could be that there are some people which are in the level of Yaakov. What does it mean? They are not where they're supposed to be. They have the potential to give more. I heard the other day a shiur, I think was by Rabbi Jacobson, known as Y.Y. Jacobson. Wonderful, wonderful speaker. We hope to, Be'ezat Hashem, have the opportunity to invite him to the synagogue. Definitely a most fascinating and inspiring speaker. And he quoted something that we heard, I think, in the name of the great Rabbeinu Shimshon Raphael Hirsch. And it says, I believe that was the source, that every person has dual personality. It is true. We understand that. There are two personalities that we all have. But actually, there is a third personality. The dual personality is in this world. That's what we say in our morning prayers. Le'olam yehe adam yireh shamayim baseter kebagalui. So we understand right away, there are two types of personalities. Baseter, how is my behavior when no one is watching me? How is my behavior when I'm at home, when I'm in my office, when I'm in my car, when I'm not in the synagogue, I'm not learning, I'm not in the mikveh, I'm not in any public setting, I'm me, myself, and I. That is one type of personality. Another personality is how the person conducts themselves in a public setting. Usually, thank you, public setting is much more refined, usually, and more respectful and elegant than a private setting. These are the two opportunities that we have. And our daily prayer says, that's not good. It says, Le'olam ye'adam yireh shamayim baseter kebagalui. It says, the way you behave on the street, try to behave at home. Makes a lot of sense. Beautiful. But you know that there is a third personality. But this third personality is not a personality based on human behavior, but is the potential, that's what he said, the potential that every person has. And we need to understand, there are two types in my personality. What do I show and what I can become? Where is my file of who can I become? Short answer, next to the Kiseh HaKavod. That's the reason why in the Torah we have many times that says, Abraham, Abraham, Bayomer Hineni. Yaakov, Yaakov, Bayomer Hineni. Moshe, Moshe, Bayomer Hineni. Why the Torah repeats these names of Tzaddikim? They are looking. I have Moshe's picture next to Hashem. Is this the same or different? There is who we can become. And here is who we are. We need to know one thing, that we all have a much greater potential that we display publicly. But we have many times a lot of reasons, a lot of excuses why not to develop that potential. One of them is believing or not believing in ourselves. the more a person believes in themselves, that has the opportunity of growing, which at the end of the day, you have heard me for years, Baruch Hashem, and we all come to the same conclusion. I need to grow. To getting stuck in Judaism is not really an option. We have a kelal. Either we go up, either we go down. We don't have like, I'm frozen. You know who is frozen? The malachim. The malachim are called omedim, stationary. They don't grow. They are created for a mission. Go fulfill the mission and come back. Khalas. A human, it's called mehalechim. Always moving. Always walking. That's why Jewish law, I said this in one of the classes the other day, it's called halacha. Why it's called halacha? Why don't say, Rabbi, can you give a shiur in din? But we say, Rabbi, can you give a shiur in halacha? What's the meaning of halacha? We loosely translate halacha, Jewish law. Guess what? It is not the proper explanation. Halacha means from holech. How do I walk in my life? And that's why at the end of Shacharit, we have the tradition that many synagogues of the world follow to review some halachot. Why? Because the pasuk says, "Kol hashoneh halachot bechol yom muftach lo shehu ben haolam haba." The importance of learning Jewish law, because then we know how to act. As the rabbi said last night, learning the Chumash only, without the commentaries, without the supplement of the oral law, of the Torah, sheve'al peh, the Torah doesn't make a lot of sense. For example, the pasuk says, some of the examples the rabbi mentioned last night, don't work on Shabbat. What does it mean, not working on Shabbat? To some people, not working means I stay in bed all day long. Or some people, not working means, okay, I don't go to the store, but I go to the mall. And I travel because it's a good deal. Has v'shalom. For that, we need the Talmud. The Talmud that explains, Melacha from Shabbat is Melechet HaMishkan. Whatever was done in the Mishkan, on Shabbat we cannot do. Beautiful. Shechita to the animal. Beshahat oto. The Torah doesn't tell you where to put the knife. The Gemara explains. Tefillin. Tefillin, put it between your eyes. According to the Torah, between my eyes means here. Hachamim say no, it means here. Al yadecha, put tefillin, yadecha. What's the meaning of the word yadecha? This part of the hand is called yad, correct? Why it's called yad? Because it has 14. Yad means 14. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. That's why this part of the hand is called yad. This part is called kaf, correct? This part is called katef, shoulder. And this part is called marpek, elbow. So what the pasuk says, put the tefillin in your hand. So according to the biblical, not translated version of the Chumash, tefillin should be put here and here. And Baruch Hashem, we don't do it. Used to be a sect in Israel, centuries back, that they used to hang the tefillin on the wall, and they used to pray, let's make believe that this is the tefillin. For those watching, this is the tefillin. They will pray right in front of the tefillin, because the pasuk says, al yadecha, ben ainecha, the pasuk says, between your eyes. Hachamim came and brought proofs from the Torah that the mitzvah of tefillin starts between the shoulder and the elbow, goes through the arm, and goes through the yad. So the only way that the Torah, so to speak, can be truly understood is by the presence of Mishnah, Gemara, Mefarshim, Midrashim, Halachot, etc. Because really, if you look at the Chumash and you're going to say, you know what, I like to learn the Halachot from the Chumash. Guess what? You're not going to find the Halachot. You're going to find the Mitzvot. But the Mitzvot are not really explained how to do it. You know, drinking 4 cups of wine in Pesach. If you look for such a mitzvah in the Torah, you're not going to find it. How many kazaitot of matzah a person must eat in Pesach? You're not going to find it. How many times you have to make saudot on Shabbat? You are not going to find it. But you're going to find all the answers in the learning of Talmud and in the learning of Halakha. And that's why the Rabbi mentioned yesterday, the Pasuk says, Mimino Esh Dat Lamo. Mimino, I'm going to write it now. Esh Dat Lamo. So Mimino means the right hand, which means Hesed. Esh. What's Esh? Fire. What's the meaning of fire? Fire has a specific characteristic, that the fire always goes higher and higher and higher. Even if I take this match, let's say, and I turn it upside down, the flame goes up. The Torah helps the person to grow. And then it says, Dat Lamo. That in English means what? Religion. Religion. Datot. Okay? Dat means religion. Lamo means what? For them. Okay? But the Rabbi Mansour mentioned a great Hidush, which I think he quoted the Ben Ish Hai. And I'm going to rewrite it so everybody can see it. And it says, Dat Lamo Otiot Talmud. Dat Lamo, if you play with the letters gives you the word Talmud. The concept of Gemara, which is a supplement to the Torah. Without the Gemara, the Chumash can go on retirement mode, God forbid. Now, many people are learning Daf Yomi. And Be'ezat Hashem, in a few months, we are going to be making the Siyum. Be'ezat Hashem, our synagogue is finishing the Siyum Hashas, making the Siyum. Be'ezat Hashem, there is going to be a mega event in New Jersey, in a MetLife Stadium, I believe. But many cities are going to be hosting major events. And one of those cities is our city. Our city is planning a major Siyum Hashas to invite all of the communities of South Florida, Be'ezat Hashem, to celebrate this great momentum. So, many people get excited when we begin with the Daf Yomi. So I encourage, as we are rapidly finishing this current cycle, to plan yourself accordingly, which definitely you're welcome to come and join us tonight, because this class goes on literally every day of the week. But definitely, when we start the new cycle, it's a great commitment that a person takes to get closer to Hashem through Torah. So the Rabbi Moshe Cordovero says that Borei Olam, even when he needs to activate some type of judgment to the person, Borei Olam does it with a lot of precision. In other words, not because the person is down, so to speak, you take advantage of the person. So it says here that a person must always follow the truth, must always follow the emet. You know, the pasuk says, "Titen emet le Yaakov, en emet ella Torah." Interesting enough, we're talking about lerahem alav be'emet. That when a person is facing a situation of dealing with someone, try to activate as much as rahamim as possible. Why? Because when a person acts in this way, the person is acting in a godly fashion. But all that continues, and it says, from Abraham Avinu alav shalom. One of the greatest things that a person can activate in their life is the topic of lifnim mishurat haddin. Literally means beyond the requirements of the law. According to the halakha, I have to do X, Y, Z. I like to do more. There is such a concept. Not everybody needs to do more, but there are those who really don't mind doing more because they find the attraction of doing more. For some people will say, we are so happy that you did the minimum. You understand what I'm saying? But there are those who like to go above and beyond the letter of the law. But I need to clarify. Although I mention this as an example of Jewish laws observance, but this aspect of lifnim meshurat adin, it is something that is applicable in many areas of life, starting from interacting with people, or even in the world of business. There is a concept of lifnim meshurat adin. Go the extra mile. Go the extra step. Make a deal with the person. Help the person. Forgive the person. Maybe he should not be forgiven. But you know what? We're going to do above than what is expected from us as humans. And what is the benefit? But here comes the benefit. What is the benefit? Gam HaKadosh Baruch Hu mitnaheg imahem lifnim mishurat adin. It says, Borei Olam says, oh, you were kind and generous towards others. I'm going to reciprocate this blessing towards you. And it says, Eno ma'amid haddin al tokfo. And for these people, Hashem doesn't deal exactly according to the strict letter of the law. But you know what? You have extra insurance. You know, sometimes when you buy something, they offer, would you like to have an extended protection plan? And they give you option. So it says, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, you want the extra protection plan? Be nice to people. Don't be so exacting. Close an eye. Be mevater. Ignore. Let it go. And this comes from Hesed leAvraham. Because there are people that even though their name is not Avraham, their neshama it's called Avraham. Huh? Okay, but I'm talking about the Moshe Cordovero. That's the source. We have nothing against Likutei Maharan, but I need to protect my department here from the Rabbi Moshe Cordovero source. Okay? And we love all the Hachamim, but we need to understand that the Torah has been going around for centuries and centuries. And it's the same Torah. It's the same Torah. How many times we find Hachamim from two spectrums of the world? One could be, let's say, the Ben Ish Hai, and the other one, the Hatam Sofer, and the Admur of Bobev, for example. Three different Tzaddikim who live in three different generations. And guess what? The three of them say the same. How come? They didn't have WhatsApp or email. Email me your Hiddush. Probably they didn't know that they existed. And they were 200 years apart between the three of them, give or take. But this is the beauty of the Torah. So it says, every Yehudi carries a fraction of the DNA of Avraham Avinu, alav shalom. And it says, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero, and it says that a person cannot forget the first message that we learn in the first lesson of Tomer Devorah, that talks about the topic of sablanut, the topic of tolerance, the topic of patience, how good it is. And even to those who maybe to be patient, maybe that word, I should not use it with that person. Because we say, this guy is a tough cookie. He says, for those La'elu yoter ve'yoter. For those that are tougher, the more our challenge to show benevolence and kindness and acceptance. Birahem alehem. And it says, when you see someone that has an attitude that is not pleasant, it's not nice, maybe I can say the word a bully, which regretfully today is a common word. There are bullies in school, there are bullies in synagogues, there are bullies in the world of business, and I'm not exaggerating, but it says, you want to get rid of their bullying? Be warm to them. Pray for them. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I'm not saying that automatically we're going to be able to change. But it says, Birahem alehem. Be kind to them. Likanes imahem lifnim meshurat ad-din, shehu mitnaheg bah im she'ar ha'adam. For this, activate more patience and more tolerance. And guess what? You're going to change them. I'm not putting that in writing because who am I to give you such a guarantee? But I think that we mentioned the other day two pesukim that perhaps reinforce this. One pasuk says, Lashon raka tishbor garem. A soft way of talking can break the stone, can break the mountain. That's one. Tomorrow's lesson is how to deal with difficult people. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And Be'ezat Hashem, I think that I gave Baruch Hashem a shiur today, and I think that I will stop because the next topic I'd like to have a few minutes to explain what does it mean not being a good person. I think it's important to understand what the Torah calls a person that is not a good person. One thing is for sure. Every person has good in them. I like to say most people have good in them. There are people that unfortunately their DNA is a partner with animosity, etc. But Be'ezat Hashem, let's finish the class with a good thought of yesterday's event, the magnificent message of Rabbi Moshe Cordovero in Tomer Devorah, and Be'ezat Hashem, tomorrow we're going to discuss this topic for everybody's peace of mind, for those who receive our class via email, WhatsApp, itorah.com. The lecture will be posted online, Be'ezat Hashem, and we're going to try to send a link with a video of last night's magnificent event on the grand opening of the Ezra Franco Sephardi Kollel at the Edmond J. Safra Synagogue in Aventura, Florida. תזכו לשנים רבות, עם בסימן טוב to everybody, שבוע טוב ומבורך. ברוך אדוני לעולם, אמן ואמן. רבי חנניה בן הקשיא אומר, רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את ישראל לפיכך. הרבה להם תורה מזוות שנאמר, אדוני חפש למען צדקו, יגדיל תורה